Now then, off on another little walk today, but it's nothing planned really. Parked up on that way, which is pretty popular. It's just up the road from Hill End, if you know that place. But obviously when the sun's shining, Hill End is absolutely teeming with people. So, isn't that lapwing? So I've parked up a little bit further up the road. That's where me and the little man had parked when we went up to Catterick Moss in the yew tree lead mine. Parked in the same spot. But this time I'm just heading up this way, like up the valley. Just gonna walk and see what I find really. If I spin you around, I think I can get it in the top there. That there is Bollyhope Cars, and that's the first trig point that the little man ever did. And I mean, I suppose there is a bit of a plan, but I'm basically heading up that valley up there. I'm going to head up there and possibly make it round to Bollyhope Cars and then back down the other side, back to the car. But it just depends how long this walk takes me. It's just turned 4 o'clock, and I'm just making my way down now, because I came straight up because wherever I go anywhere, I want to get up a height. I like going up. So I'd parked up, I don't know if you can see the cars down there. Parked up down there. I think you can see the cars just down there. And then come straight up the hill. Just to check out the view a little bit. So I'm sort of making a diagonal. Yeah, one of them. Diagonal route across here, and it's going to end up in that valley down there, and then work my way up. I can see some trees up there. I thought it should be quite nice. So yeah, we'll work my way up there and then possibly cut across the Bollyhope Cars, depending on what time it is. Lapwing's so loud. I love those birds. So beautiful to watch. I'll spin you around. Gorgeous birds. So that's where we're headed up there. So I'm going to cut down here. I think I can see a bit of a path along the river there, and I'm just going to follow it all the way up and just see where I come to. There's a service road, if you can see it on the camera, that runs across there, just a little bit further up. I believe it goes all the way up to the top and then just, circles back again. But as you might have learned, I don't particularly like roads, so we're going to head straight up the river and see what's what. And hopefully I don't get stuck in this bog here. Now we're out. down to the tunnel. Let's have a look over there. Well, it looks a bit damp in there. Oh, thanks. Keep heading up, straight up the valley. Let's see what we can find. So peaceful. You know what baffles me? How you have your places like Hill End and the little spot that's just, well, I don't know if you can see the cars now. It's just like up the road from it, and they're always teeming with people, with families, you know, just having the day out. But what I don't get is they'll pull up to spots like that and they'll sit there, you know, for hours. Like, they won't explore the area, but if they just walked a little bit further, you know, look at what they're missing out on. You know, there's not a soul in sight. And it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not complaining, really, because if everyone liked to explore, then there'd be people everywhere, wouldn't there? You get what I mean. You're missing out on so much. So hopefully that's where we're going to be heading today, right up there. Depends how long it takes me. I think sunset's about 9 o'clock now. Obviously I'd like to get back way before then, because I don't have a torch. But it doesn't really matter. You can't exactly get lost around here. You're never too far away from civilization. I don't even think this is like a mapped walk, because I use Hiker and All Trails just to check places out, and it's not on either of those. Oh, you know what? I was meant to be recording this. Oh, damn. Okay. Where am I? There we go, look. I was going to be recording this on Hiker. Do I start now? I suppose. That's ADHD brain for you. Oh, that was a tiny little rabbit. It scared the life out of me. Oh. Good grief. You know, if you live in, well, if you live in County Durham, if you live in the northeast of England, this is basically on your doorstep. These walks that I go on, they're not too far. You know what I mean? I'm in the Crook area, so the furthest that I've driven for a walk, you know, since making these videos, it's Cowgreen Reservoir, which is about 40-45 minutes. Yeah, I think about 45 minutes drive. It's pretty much on your doorstep, man. I was hoping to maybe stick to the valley. Seems as though I'm up here. What if I just follow up there and just see how far along that top I can get? I suppose. What time are we now? 20 to 5. Yeah. That might be an idea. I might just follow this track and just head up, and then when I'm at the high point I can judge how long it's going to take me. I might just have to end up heading back down, but this is what happens when you leave the house late. Check it out. Shelter in the corner there. It's a bit weird actually. And you know what? I've left me flapjacks in the car. I got a yogurt covered one, caramel and chocolate, and a Bakewell flapjack. Put them in my cool bag in the back of the car and left them there, haven't I? So this is a snack-free walk today. I've got water, but no food unfortunately. I'll be fine. made my mind up, and I'm just going to head back down. I'm not going to go all the way like the same way I came. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go down until I get back onto the quad track, and then I'm going to head across that way, and I'm going to see if I can join onto the gravel track, because I mean I'm pretty far away from it, but if I make it across to there, that'll just bring me down back to the car, because looking at the time and how far I've come, it's 5:30 now, so what time did I set off? What time did I set off? It was about 4 o'clock. Remember. But I definitely haven't got time to head over to Bollyhope Cars. So yeah, I'm just going to head back down here so far, and then, like I say, join the quad track on. As you can see, I've ended up on this track, and it is as awful as I imagined it would be. But it's currently almost 6:25, so I should probably focus on just getting back to the car, because I'm absolutely starving. Devastated I forgot them flapjacks. I'm looking forward to having one when I get back to the car though. We're heading back down to the river. I got bored stiff of that road. So we're just dropping back down. I'm going to follow the river all the way back in to where we came. But I will point out though, since I'm here, is I walked up that hill there, not that one there, and you can see there's like a stone wall there. It's like a huge square. And I got to there and then walked across here, come down here. And there's that little plantation point there with the fence around it, and then that's when I followed up. So I haven't actually been across this part of the river yet. that was random walk. Gorgeous views up there. I also done this, turned the car into a camper. Me and the little man had used it last weekend, but obviously it was a double, you know, like had the bed on both sides, and I've got it all sorted, made the window covers black on the outside so you can't see in, everything sorted, everything set up for me to go out this weekend, but I didn't. She didn't get a chance to sleep in the car, which is a shame, but never mind. But my flapjacks in here, as it should have been in my bag. Also keep the butane gas in there. That's cool. Don't fancy that going off in the car. But yeah, it's a good setup. See, head at that end. It's a sleeping bag, but never mind. I'll have another go in 2 weeks' time. Next time I get my free weekend. But I think me and the little man are going to go to like an actual campsite next weekend, depending on what the weather's like. Somewhere that has facilities. Because I don't know about you, but I really appreciate toilet blocks. What I'm gonna have the Bakewell, I think. Love a Bakewell. I might just park over the side of the road, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna spin the car around. Hot enough to me. No spoon, unfortunately. Spoon. Thought I had one. All the taps. Oh, that's good coffee, that is. Get a lot of traffic through here. It's a good driving road, it is. If you follow it that way, you go all the way to Eggleston. Get that way. You can actually turn off. If you can see at the top of the road there, sort of the road winds up. Just as it comes around that bend, you can turn left and it takes you to Hill End. But that way is Stanhope, and I think I will be going that way actually. No, you know what? I'm going to go that way. I'm going to go through Hill End, I think. I wonder how many people are there. It's probably going to be a lot still. But I did notice last weekend when me and the little man were car camping, we actually camped. We followed the road towards Eggleston, but we turned off and we stopped there for the night. And in the morning, we came back through Hill End way, and there wasn't a soul there. I thought there would be. I thought there'd be campers there, but there wasn't. But what I noticed, they got a new sign up: no overnight camping. It actually talked about how it's private land, and I think it was something to do with area of scientific interest or something. But yeah, it's a brand new sign that they've put up, obviously ready for the season. And they have one of those signs, and if you can see this one here, take your litter home. We've got one of those signs down there as well, and someone had obviously thought they were hilarious, and they left like an empty wine bottle under it and stuff. Yeah. I know I go on, I grumble a bit, but rubbish really bothers me. There's no need for it. Like I've always said, if you can take stuff with you, you can take it home. You know, and it's not like people are walking here. They come here in a car or a van or whatever, on a bike. You know, you can stick it in your boot, put it in your pocket, just carry your bag. I always have a bag with me in case I spot rubbish when I'm out. And obviously if I have my own rubbish. And even the little man knows, like I've taught him from a very young age that you don't drop litter. You know, and he knows why as well. He knows the impact that it has on the environment. So, you know, he's 6 going on 7. So if he knows, if he can manage to grasp the importance of just not dropping litter and understand how easy it is as well to just take your litter home, you know, why can't adults? It makes no sense. But anyway, I'm not going to go on about it. I'm going to enjoy my coffee and my flapjack and enjoy this view, and then I'm going to head home, have a shower, go to bed. I'm going to edit this actually. It probably won't be out tonight. But in the meantime, I'll leave you with this view. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.